Hi everyone, this is Min from Susan's family. Today, I'll teach you how to make a beautiful midsummer blossom camisole. This camisole consists of the body, lace trim, and straps. We'll start by crocheting the body section, then we'll work on the lace trim and straps. Let's begin with crocheting the body part. The body starts with a foundation chain that is joined into a ring. Then follow the magic ring, form a loop. Now, please watch as I demonstrate the detailed crocheting method. Take the corresponding yarn. To make it convenient for you to watch, I'll use cotton yarn for the demonstration. For specific yarn and color schemes, as well as hook sizes, please refer to the detail page of our product and the paper instructions. First, we start with a chain. The exact number of stitches can be found in the chart. After completing, you can check the stitch count. Then join with a slip stitch to the first chain to form a ring. Lay the fabric flat. Make sure it doesn't get twisted. Note that the slip stitch doesn't count as one stitch. Gently tighten the yarn. The beginning chain is now complete. Now move on to the first row. Start by working 3 chains. These will serve as the turning chains for the double crochet. The turning chains for the double crochet count as 1 double crochet stitch. This corresponds to the first chain below. Next, work 1 chain as a transition. Skip the chain below. Pick up the left chain and work 1 double crochet. Continue with 1 chain for the transition. Skip 1 stitch. Pick up the left stitch and work 1 double crochet. For this row, work 1 double crochet separated by 1 skipped stitch. Work 1 chain as a transition between 2 double crochets. Lastly, you can hide the starting yarn tail. Place the yarn tail above the hook. Weave it in by wrapping. 1 chain, skip 1 stitch, work a double crochet in the next stitch. End with skipping 1 stitch, work a slip stitch in the turning chain. Insert the hook through the middle of the braid. Pick up both loops of the chain. Slip stitch. Pull tight. Everyone, this is what it looks like after completing the first round. Since we need to change colors for the next round, work 1 chain, stretch the loop, leave a yarn tail of about 5 centimeters and cut the yarn. Continue with the second round. Count from the starting chain to the right. Join the yarn at the double crochet stitch on the right side of the third chain space. Take the corresponding yarn. Make a slip knit with the yarn. Adjust the size of the loop. Place the slip knit onto the crochet hook. Draw through. Joining the yarn is now complete. Work 3 chains next. As you work, you can press the yarn tail to weave in the end while crocheting. Then, work 1 TR4 bobble. Later, we'll call it the TR4 bobble. In the same position, where you joined the yarn and made the beginning chain, work 2 incomplete treble crochets separately. Yarn over twice. Insert the hook. Yarn over and draw the yarn through. There are 4 loops on the hook now. Yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops. There are 3 loops left on the hook. Yarn over again, and pull through the next 2 loops. There are 2 loops remaining on the hook. This is an incomplete treble crochet. Work another incomplete treble crochet in the same position. Yarn over twice. Insert the hook and draw the yarn through. Yarn over and pull the yarn through the first 2 loops on the hook. Repeat this 2 times. 1, 2. You've now completed another incomplete treble crochet. Continue at the beginning chain position. Work 2 incomplete treble crochets. There are now 5 loops on the hook. Yarn over once, and pull it through all 5 loops. The braid on the right side. This is the stitch for TR4 bobble. One TR4 bobble is completed. Work 3 chains next. In the same stitch, work 1 slip stitch. Gently tighten the yarn. Chain 7 as a transition. Skip 3 spaces. Work 1 slip stitch in the double crochet stitch on the left side. Chain 3 again. Work 1 TR4 bobble. Leave an interval of 3 spaces. In each of the stitches on the left and right sides, work 2 incomplete treble crochets. Yarn over once, and pull it through all loops. Another TR4 bobble is completed. Chain 3. Work a slip stitch in the same stitch. Chain 7 as a transition. Skip 3 spaces. Work a slip stitch in the double crochet stitch on the left side. Chain 3. Work 1 TR4 bobble. Continue working in this pattern until the last TR4 bobble. Now we've reached this position. Chain 3. Insert the hook into the stitch where the yarn is joined. Work 1 treble crochet, yarn over twice. Insert the hook and wrap the yarn. Draw the yarn through. Yarn over again, and pull through the first 2 loops on the hook. Repeat this 3 times. The second round is also completed. Now work the third round. Start with 1 chain, as the beginning chain for the single crochet. The beginning chain for the single crochet does not count as a stitch. Then pick up the large gap below. Work 1 single crochet. Chain 3 as a transition. On the left side, insert the hook into this stitch of the TR4 bobble. Which is the braid on the right? Work 1 TR2 bobble. Later, we will simply call it the TR2 bobble. Yarn over twice. Work 2 incomplete treble crochets first. Yarn over once, and pull through all loops on the hook. The TR2 bobble is done. Chain 3 as a transition. Work 1 slip stitch in this stitch. Chain 3 again. Continue to work 1 more TR2 bobble in this stitch. Work 2 incomplete treble crochets first. Yarn over once, and pull through the 3 loops on the hook. Another TR2 bobble is completed. Chain 3 as a transition. Work 1 single crochet into the adjacent large chain space. Chain 3 for the transition. Continue to work a TR2 bobble into the next stitch. Chain 3. Slip stitch. Chain 3 again, and work 1 more TR2 bobble. Everyone follow this pattern to complete the entire round. Work 1 more TR2 bobble in the same stitch. Chain 3. Work 1 slip stitch below. Chain 3 again. Work another TR2 bobble. Chain 3 as a transition. Lastly, pick up the first single crochet stitch. Work 1 slip stitch. Tighten. For the next round, change colors. Chain 1 to secure. Leave a 5 cm tail and cut the yarn. This is what it looks like after completing the third round. Continue with the fourth round. Tie the yarn with a loose knot. On the previous round, join the yarn in the first TR2 bobble. Make 1 beginning chain. Work 1 single crochet in the same position. Weave in the yarn tail as you go. Chain 5. Work a single crochet in the next TR2 bobble. This round consists of working single crochets into the TR2 bobbles. Chain 5 as a transition between them. Follow the pattern to crochet. Join with a slip stitch in the first single crochet stitch. Pull tight. The 4th round is completed. Move on to the 5th round. Start with 4 chains. Work 2 double crochets in the large gap on the left side. Chain 1 as an interval between them. After completing, chain 1, work 1 double crochet in the adjacent single crochet stitch. Chain 1 for the interval. Continue working 2 double crochets in each large chain space. Work 1 double crochet in the single crochet stitch. Separate every 2 double crochets by 1 chain. Follow the pattern to work the entire round. Pick up the 3rd braid of the beginning chain. End the round with a slip stitch. Chain 1 to secure. Leave a 5 cm tail and cut the yarn. The 5th round is complete. Move on to the 6th round. Join the yarn at the position of the previous round's beginning chain. Chain 3 to start. Continue by picking up the left chain space and working a double crochet. As you work, weave in the yarn tail. Pick the left stitch and continue working double crochets. This round involves working double crochets into the chain spaces and double crochet stitches. Work a double crochet evenly into each stitch. Everyone finish this round following the pattern. Lastly, join with a slip stitch in the beginning chain. Tighten the yarn. The 6th round is completed. The 7th round uses the same technique as the first round. Both involve skipping 1 stitch and working 1 double crochet. Work a chain between the double crochets for transition. Start with a beginning chain. Work 1 chain as a transition. Skip 1 stitch. Work 1 double crochet in the next stitch. Complete this round. Lastly, leave an interval of 1 double crochet. Join with a slip stitch in the third chain of the beginning chain. Pull tight. Crochet 1 chain to secure. Leave a yarn tail of about 5 centimeters and cut the yarn. This is what it looks like after completing the 7th round. Next, crochet the 8th round. For the 8th round, pick up chain spaces and double crochet stitches. Make a double crochet. As you crochet, weave in the yarn tail. After crocheting a few stitches, leave an interval of 1 stitch unworked. Perform a decrease. Continue to crochet correspondingly. The stitch count in the swatch is not for reference. Refer to the pattern chart for the exact stitch count. Continue by skipping 1 stitch. Crochet a double crochet into the next stitch. Everyone, refer to the chart to complete this round. Rounds 9 to 18 are worked evenly in double crochets without increasing or decreasing. The technique for round 19 is identical to round 7. Both involve crocheting 1 double crochet with an interval of 1 stitch skipped. Work 1 chain as a transition between double crochets. Pay attention that after working a few stitches, you need to pick up the adjacent stitch for an increase. The increase placement corresponds to the decrease points from round 8. This swatch is just for demonstrating the method. The stitch count is not for reference. For the exact number of stitches, please refer to the chart. Work 1 double crochet by picking up the adjacent stitch. Continue with 1 chain. Skip 1 stitch. Crochet a double crochet into the next stitch. After completing the corresponding number of stitches, work 1 double crochet by picking up the adjacent stitch. 1 chain. Skip 1 stitch. Work 1 double crochet. Everyone, please refer to the chart. Follow the pattern to complete this round. No new stitches are used moving forward. You can refer to the previous demonstration, or follow the chart to finish. Pay attention and change colors according to the color chart while crocheting the edging. The final round involves alternating single crochets and DC 3-in-1. I will continue demonstrating with this sample swatch. Join the yarn in the last double crochet stitch of the previous round. Start with a chain for the beginning chain. Work 1 single crochet in the same position. Skip the chain space below, at the position of the beginning chain on the left. Work DC 3-in-1. That is, make 3 double crochets in the same stitch. As you work, hide the yarn tail. Continue with a single crochet in the next stitch on the left. Then work DC 3-in-1 again. Keep picking up stitches on the left side, and work single crochets. Refer to the chart to complete it on your own. Lastly, pick up the first single crochet, and join with a slip stitch. Work 1 chain to secure. Leave a 5 cm yarn tail, and cut the yarn. On the wrong side, hide the yarn tail following the texture. You can hide it back and forth several times. Trim off the excess tail. That's how you finish the body section. After completing the body, move on to the lace trim. Start with the first lace trim. For the first edging, start with the large flowers. Everything is worked and joined simultaneously while crocheting the last round. Then continue along the starting chain row, work and join simultaneously to connect with the flowers. Lastly, work the second edging. Start with the lily of the valley flowers. Then work and join as you go to connect with the lily of the valley flowers. Begin with the large flowers again. Start with an adjustable magic ring. Then work 2 chains. This serves as the turning chain for the half double crochet. The turning chain for the half double crochet counts as 1 half double crochet stitch. Then work 9 half double crochets. After completing, tighten the loop. Next, pick up the top of the beginning chain, that is, this braid on the side. Work 1 slip stitch. Pull tight. The first round is complete. Now move on to the second round. Chain to start. Work a short needle increase in the same position. That is, work 2 single crochets in the same stitch. Tighten the yarn tail as you go. Pay attention, the stitch on the left isn't very obvious, so don't skip it. For this round, pick up stitches, and correspondingly work short needle increases. Lastly, work a slip stitch into the first single crochet stitch. Pull tight. For the next round, switch colors. Work 1 chain. Leave a yarn tail of about 5 cm, then cut the yarn. Trim off the excess tail from the starting chain. Now move on to the third round. Pick up the corresponding yarn next. Make a loose knot with the yarn. Join the yarn in the first single crochet stitch. Then work 12 chains. Work 1 double crochet into the 5th chain from the hook. That is, count down 5 strands from the top as braids. Insert and pick up one strand of the chain. Work a double crochet. Pick up the chains below and work 4 double crochets evenly. Then make 2 half double crochets and 1 single crochet. That completes one petal. Now chain 1. Skip 1 stitch. Work a slip stitch in the next stitch. Tighten gently. Continue with the second petal. Start with 12 chains. Start working 5 double crochets from the 5th chain counted from the end. Work 2 half double crochets and 1 single crochet. That completes another petal. Now chain 1. Skip 1 stitch again. Work 1 slip stitch in the next stitch. Everyone can finish the corresponding number of petals using the same method. After completing the last petal, work 1 chain. In the stitch where you join the yarn, insert the hook and work 1 slip stitch. Move on to the 4th round. Pick up the half side of the chain. Work 7 single crochets first. After completing, work 1 half double crochet. Then pick up the adjacent chain. Work 3 half double crochets. After finishing, join once with the main piece. Stretch the loop. Take out the main body. Locate the starting position of the first round's beginning chain. Count the 7th hole from the right. Connect to the position corresponding to this right side double crochet. Crochet out the loop of the large flower. Then pick up the large hole at the top of the petal. Work 1/2 double crochet. This connects once with the large flower. Continue stretching the loop. Pick up the chain on the left side of the main piece. Connect with 1-2 strands of yarn. Continue picking up the top of the petal, and work 1/2 double crochet. Enlarge the loop. Pick the chain space corresponding to the long stitch, on the left side of the garment body. Connect. Then pick the third chain from the turning chain of the petal. Crochet 3/2 double crochets. If it's unclear here, you can stretch the previous loop. Pick this chain and crochet. After completing, pick up the following stitch, and work 1/2 double crochet. Continue crocheting 7 single crochets backward. Next, we'll pick up the flower core. Work 1 slip stitch into the skipped stitch. The chart shows a solid oval here. This means the slip stitch doesn't need to be tightened. Crochet as usual. Continue picking up the next petal and work 7 single crochets. Then work 1/2 double crochet. Crochet 3/2 double crochets in the adjacent chain. Next, stretch the loop and join with the garment body. There are 2 spaces in between here. At the third corresponding chain space, crochet into this chain. Join together. Go back to the petal and work 2 half double crochets. Then pick up the turning chain, and work 3 half double crochets. Continue working symmetrically down this side. Work 1 half double crochet, work 7 single crochets. Continue picking up the stitch below and work a slip stitch. Proceed to the next petal. No connection needed for this petal. Start with 7 single crochets. Work 1 half double crochet. Pick up the left side chain, and work 3 half double crochets. Work 2 half double crochets into the large space at the top. Pick up the turning chain, and work 3 half double crochets. Continue picking up stitches to work 1 half double crochet and 7 single crochets. Pick up the stitch below and work a slip stitch. This completes another petal. Everyone can refer to the previous demonstration, or follow the pattern chart for crocheting. Continue until the second to last petal. We have now reached this position. Let's finish half of the last petal first. Seven single crochets. One half double crochet. Work 3 half double crochets in the same stitch. Then work 2 half double crochets at the top. Enlarge the loop. Count the third hole from the first joining point on the right side of the body, corresponding to this chain connection. Continue working 3 half double crochets in the beginning chain. Finish the remaining half of the petal. Insert the hook into the stitch below and work a slip stitch. Leave about 5 centimeters of yarn tail before cutting the yarn. Pull the loop out. Thread the yarn tail into a darning needle. From the first petal on the left side, insert the needle into this single crochet stitch. Pull tight. Weave the yarn tail to the back of the petal. Hide it by weaving along the texture a few times. Trim off the excess yarn tail. This completes the first large flower. Next, I will demonstrate the method of joining the remaining flowers. The joining method for the first 2 petals is the same as that used for the first flower. Let's crochet the initial rounds of the flower first. The sample swatch has already been crocheted here. Crochet half of the first petal. That is, work 3 half double crochets in this chain space. After completing it, stretch the loop. Locate the joining point on the right side of the first large flower. Skip 10 spaces. At the position corresponding to this double crochet on the right, start connecting the first petal. Crochet 1 half double crochet, enlarge the loop. Pick up the left chain for joining. Continue connecting towards the back. Then work 3 half double crochets. Finish crocheting this petal. Continue with the second petal. Work 3 half double crochets in the same chain. Stretch the loop. Skip 2 spaces. Connect on this chain that corresponds to the third space. Everyone complete half of this petal on your own. And half of the next petal. The sample swatch here is already finished. Next, we crochet 1/2 double crochet in the large hole at the top. Pull up the loop. Find the previous flower. These are the 2 half double crochets at the top of this petal. That is, these 2 stitches. Connect with the 1 stitch on the left side. Then go back to the second flower, and crochet 1/2 double crochet. Stretch the loop. Pick the stitch on the left side of the first flower for connection. Go back to the second flower. Crochet 3 half double crochets in the starting chain. Finish crocheting the remaining half of this petal, and the half of the next petal. Now we're at this position. After crocheting 3 half double crochets in the same stitch, stretch the loop. Find this petal of the previous flower. Make 3 double crochets in the 1 stitch on the right. Pick this stitch on the left for connection. Continue with 1 half double crochet at the top of the second flower. Stretch the loop. Pick the stitch on the left for connection. Continue with 1 half double crochet. Crochet 3 half double crochets in the starting chain. The second flower is now connected to the first flower. Finish crocheting the remaining petals, and connect the last petal to the main piece. The connection method is the same as for the first flower, using the same technique for the final petal connection. For connecting the rest of the flowers, refer to the previous demonstration or the pattern chart. Continue connecting all the large flowers until the last large flower. I will now demonstrate the process. The connection method for the last large flower to the first large flower is as follows. Crochet until the third to last petal. Complete half of the petal. In the middle large hole, work 2 half double crochets. Stretch the loop. Locate the first flower's corresponding petal, specifically the middle 2 half double crochets. Identify the right side half double crochet stitch. Join them together. Continue by crocheting 3 half double crochets into the standing stitch. Finish the remaining half of the petal and the next petal's half. Work 3 half double crochets into the same chain. After completing, stretch the loop. Locate the 3 half double crochets on the right side of the corresponding petal. Pick up the stitch on the left side for joining. Continue by crocheting one more half double crochet. Pick up the adjacent stitch to connect. Complete the remaining half of the petal. This way, the last flower is connected to the first large flower. Everyone can connect the remaining petal on their own, and join it to the body section. Then move on to crochet the lace trim, starting with the first round. This round will be worked in the positions corresponding to the first round of double crochets on the body. Alternate between one single crochet and DC 3 in 1. First, place the body flowers facing up. Find any flower at the connection point of the right petal. Move to the right and skip 3 chain spaces. Pick the corresponding position of this right double crochet to join the yarn. Make a slip knit with the yarn. The sample already has it prepared. Join the yarn. Start with a chain. Crochet 1 single crochet in the same position. Then crochet 6 chains. Pick up the joining point between 2 flowers. Crochet a slip stitch. Then skip 1 chain underneath and work 6 slip stitches back. The last stitch is picking the single crochet below. Crochet a slip stitch. After completing, pick the corresponding position on the left side, and crochet 3 double crochets. Continue picking the corresponding positions on the left and work single crochets. Continue working according to the pattern for the corresponding stitch count and intervals. For specific stitch counts, please refer to the chart. The stitch count in the sample swatch is not for reference. After finishing, start by crocheting 2 double crochets in the same position. Connect the piece below with the flowers. When connecting with a corresponding double crochet, chain 5. Join the large flower. Pick up 2 joining points. Crochet a slip stitch. Skip 1 chain. Work a slip stitch downward. The last slip stitch is picking the double crochet stitch below. Continue crocheting. Finish crocheting the remaining double crochet. Continue following the crochet pattern. Crochet the corresponding number of stitches. Now it's time to join. Here, for the single crochet connection, chain 6. Work slip stitches back. Follow the pattern and continue crocheting. Refer to the chart and connect by crocheting the corresponding stitches with intervals. Lastly, slip stitch into the first single crochet. Leave a tail, then fasten off and weave in the ends. That concludes lace trim 1. Next, let's crochet the Lily of the Valley motif for lace trim 2. Start with a magic ring. Chain 3 as the beginning chain. Now, inside the magic ring, crochet 17 double crochets. After finishing, you can check the stitch count. Including the beginning chain, there should be 18 double crochets in total. Close the circle by tightening the magic ring. Insert the hook into the third chain from the beginning. Insert your hook. Join with a slip stitch. The first round is complete. For the second round, crochet 1 double crochet into each stitch evenly. Please complete this on your own. This is what the second round looks like when finished. Now let's move on to the third round. Chain 3 to start. Pick up the left stitch and work 1 double crochet. Next, make a double crochet decrease. Work an incomplete double crochet by inserting the hook into 2 separate stitches. Yarn over once, and pull through all loops on the hook. Work 2 double crochets next. Then make 1 double crochet decrease. Two double crochets. One double crochet decrease. Repeat until the round is complete. Lastly, work 2 double crochets. Join with a slip stitch in the top of the beginning chain. The third round is complete. Continue to the fourth round. Chain 2 first. Work 1 double crochet in the same position. Work 1 double crochet in the adjacent stitch. Chain 2 again. Then slip stitch in the left stitch. Chain 2 more. Work 1 double crochet in the same position again. Work 1 double crochet next. Chain 2. Slip stitch in the adjacent stitch. Everyone, take a look, these are 2 completed petals. Continue crocheting downward. Chain 2. Work 1 double crochet in the same position. Work 1 double crochet in the adjacent stitch. Then chain 2. Slip stitch in the left stitch. Everyone, follow the pattern to complete this round. Lastly, at the entry position of the first stitch of this round, which is the third braid of the beginning chain from the previous round, insert the hook and work 1 slip stitch. Pull tight. Crochet 1 chain to secure. Leave a long yarn tail and cut the yarn. On the wrong side, hide the yarn tails following the texture. You can hide it back and forth a few times. This way, 1 lily of the valley is completed. Everyone, follow the chart to crochet the corresponding number of flowers. Move on to the first round of lace trim 2. Locate the starting chain position of round 18 of the body. Count 3 double crochet stitches from the left. Position the large flower facing up. Join the yarn at this stitch. Crochet 15 chains. As you work, press down on the yarn tail slightly. Work slip stitches at the corresponding intervals. Refer to the chart for the stitch count here. The insertion point for the slip stitch should roughly align with the center of the motif. Continue crocheting 15 more chains. Work slip stitches at the corresponding intervals. This round involves working at the corresponding intervals. Crochet slip stitches in the stitch that roughly aligns with the motif. Crochet 15 chains as a transition between them. Everyone, finish this round. Lastly, work a slip stitch at the joining position. Continue to crochet round 2. Start with a chain for beginning. Work 1 single crochet in the insertion point of the slip stitch from the previous round. Then pick up the chain braid, and work a half double crochet, and connect the lily of the valley motif to the body of the garment. First, crochet 7 half double crochets. Pick up 1 strand of the chain and continue crocheting. Enlarge the loop to connect the lily of the valley to the 16th round of the body. Connect at the middle stitch of the interval. This allows the lace trim to hang naturally. Find approximately the middle stitch. Pick up 1-2 strands for the connection. Insert the hook into any 2 double crochets from the first round of the lily of the valley. Insert the hook into the gap between them. Pull the yarn through the starting chain hole. Then pick up the middle stitch of the 16th round of the body. Draw out the loop from the lace trim. Continue by skipping 1 stitch, then crochet 7 half double crochets. After completing, pick the insertion point of the slip stitch, that is, crochet 1 single crochet into the stitch of the double crochet below. Continue with 7 more half double crochets. Then crochet the leaf. At the same time, pick up the chain on the left side, and 2 strands of yarn from the middle stitch of the 16th round. Crochet a slip stitch. Then work 3 chains. Crochet 1 double crochet into the chain below. Work 3 more chains. Crochet a slip stitch in the same chain. That completes 1 leaf. Continue with the second leaf. 3 chains. Crochet 1 DC2 puff stitch. First, work 2 incomplete double crochets. Yarn over once, and pull through the loops on the hook. Then crochet 3 chains. Work a slip stitch in the same position. The second leaf is now complete. Crochet another leaf. 3 chains. Crochet 1 double crochet. Then crochet 3 more chains. Continue by working 1 slip stitch in this chain. That completes 1 leaf. Work the other side in the same way, 7 half double crochets. In row 18, into this double crochet stitch, which is the insertion point of the slip stitch, crochet a single crochet. Continue picking up chains, and work 7 half double crochets. Then connect to the lily of the valley. Enlarge the loop. Pass the hook through both the lily of the valley and the middle stitch of round 16 of the body. Connect. Skip 1 chain, then work 7 half double crochets downward. Crochet 1 single crochet. That connects another lily of the valley. Continue crocheting the leaves downward, start with 7 half double crochets. Pick up an adjacent chain at the same time. Crochet a slip stitch into this stitch of the body. Work 3 chains. Crochet a double crochet in the same chain. 3 chains. 1 slip stitch. Continue with the second leaf. 3 chains. DC2 puff bobble stitch. Then work 3 more chains. 1 slip stitch. The second leaf is completed. Continue with the third leaf. 3 chains, 1 double crochet. Then work 3 more chains. Crochet 1 slip stitch in the same position. Another leaf is finished. Complete the remaining 7 half double crochets. Everyone can finish according to the previous demonstration, or refer to the diagram. Lastly, at the first single crochet stitch, join with a slip stitch. Leave a long yarn tail, then cut, and weave in the ends. That concludes the second lace trim tutorial up to this point. Move on to crocheting the shoulder strap. The shoulder strap starts with a corresponding number of chains. Then work back and forth along the foundation row. The last row is worked into the first chain of the starting chain. Rejoin the yarn to continue crocheting. The swatch for this part is already completed here. After finishing the last 2 rows, you can leave a long yarn tail to use for sewing. Sew the shoulder strap to the corresponding position next. There's no specific requirement for the sewing method. Pick up stitches from the wrong side of the garment for sewing. Sew the entire edge of the double crochet, or beginning chain of the shoulder strap. Be mindful not to catch the right side of the garment here. Lastly, tie off and weave in the ends. That completes one side. Use the same method to sew the other side. This concludes the tutorial on the shoulder straps. Up to this point, the nail knitting of this strap top is complete. This concludes the crochet method for this strap top. If you have any questions during the process, don't hesitate to reach us via our website, Susan's Family, supporting your handwork experience, sharing the joy of life. Thank you all for watching. See you in the next episode.